she's a very down-to-earth woman. Very smart, intelligent, classy, but the person that you can talk to. She is my superintendent. It's my honor to introduce Dr. Gurnita Lathan. And before she starts speaking, we want to present her with something very special.
I've been around here for a long time, and I saw a lot of superintendents that didn't care, honestly. From the day that she got here, they gave her supposedly the 28 worst schools in the district to turn around. And in 1 year, she turned them around. 61 schools later, she's still having to, quote unquote, prove herself. You know, my mom used to tell me, you gotta be 4 times better than them. About 2 weeks ago, we had 4 schools that were in jeopardy of being taken over by the state of Texas. Or either they would take over the school board. And somebody asked me, well, what you think about Dr. Lathan now? I say, look like she's 4 times better than everybody else. So, I made a phone call to my good friend, Council Member Dwight Orkin. And I also made a phone call to my good friend, Mayor Sylvester Turner. And whereas Dr. Lathan began her education career in 1991 as a teacher at Moorhead High School in Eaton, North Carolina, and subsequently served as both assistant principal and principal at other campuses in the state. Dr. Gurnita Lathan holds a bachelor's degree in business education from North Carolina A&T State University, a master's degree in business education from the University of North Carolina, and a doctoral degree from Southern Illinois University. She was named Chief Elementary School Improvement Officer of San Diego Unified School District in 2008 and Interim Deputy Superintendent in 2009. Whereas Dr. Lathan became Superintendent of Peoria Public Schools in 2010, where she oversaw approximately 14,000 students and 2,700 staffers. She served as Chief School Officer over Elementary Transformation Schools during the 2015-16 school year in HISD, in which she led more than 20 schools out of improvement required state to meet standards. Whereas Dr. Lathan served as Chief Academic Officer beginning in 2016-17 school year until being named Interim Superintendent March 2018. District D is dedicated to saluting those who have enriched our community. Therefore, I, Dwight Orkins, and on this one, Sylvester Turner, Council Member for the City of Houston and Mayor for the City of Houston, and let's make them mad, do hereby proclaim August 31st, 2018 as Dr. Gurnita Lathan Day in the City of Houston.
Good evening. Wow, that's very powerful. And it's powerful for a number of reasons. Number one, we have an outstanding mayor that's working on behalf of not only our community, but this entire city. And then we have a city council member that's working not only for his area, but this entire city. It's an honor to stand here among all of these honorees and this just rich history that's Jack Yates High School. Of course, this is one of my favorite schools in the district, and I won't shy away from saying that because of the rich history. I was raised by a teenage mom and a grandma in the same house. And you know, really, grandma was mom, right? And so I believe in that history. And they instilled in me a sense of when you've been called to serve, you serve and you serve. Even when you get tired, you continue to serve. And so that's another reason that I just get so filled and full, actually, when I come here, because I still see people who have been here. I see these alumni sitting over here. And hello to my dear Sarah from my chapter. Good to see you tonight. I see people here that are always here. They're supporting Jack Yates High School. And when I first arrived in 2015, my friend over here was at the board meeting. I was trying to figure out what everything was about. People were coming, talking about Yates, and Yates was not receiving things that they needed. And so that was one of my goals. How do we make sure that Yates has what it needs to be successful, and also our other schools in the district? I'm excited about some of the things that we're launching this year as it relates not only to athletics, because when you talk about a powerhouse group of a 1985 football championship team, a 1983 girls basketball team, strong feminists, so yes, girl power, female power. I'm excited. One of the charges I gave to Mr. Andre Walker, who is our new athletic director, was to re-engage alumni. You are the key to our success. Effective principals, effective teachers, but alumni truly are the key, because we need you back in our schools supporting our students. And so we're developing what we call an Emerge-like athletics program. And it's a program that's going to focus on athletes and make sure that when our athletes graduate high school, that they're getting scholarships if they want to go on and play football, basketball, run track, but they're able to make the choice that they need. I want us to have multiple locations and multiple times for signing day. Last spring when I sat in Del Mar's stadium when we were holding signing day, we had it one time and we still didn't fill up that gym. We have enough students that are graduating and that have been athletes in high schools that should be going on to college, but on academics and sports scholarships. So that's one of our focus areas and our goals. This morning we had the privilege, and you know Dr. Ken Davis was promoted to assistant superintendent this year, and Ms. Guillory replaced him, but one of his charges is to focus on our boys of color, our young men of color, our black and brown students that need help. And so we launched Ascending to Men this morning here at Jack Yates High School with various community members. We're taking care of the students that are underrepresented in our school districts and that are lagging behind as it relates to achievement. We're also this year launching Parent University. Parent University is an opportunity for parents to come out to our locations, 4 locations under also Dr. Davis's leadership. Once a month, we're going to have breakout sessions, information, community resources there. We should be going out into the community, meeting parents where they are. And I want parents to be able to interact with central office staff, but for them to receive the resources that they need. I'm excited that the Yates feeder pattern, Foster Elementary School, Cullen Middle School, and Yates High School have started the process for International Baccalaureate, which means students don't need to leave and go to Bel Air, Lamar, and Heights. They can come to Yates and get an International Baccalaureate high school diploma. So these are the things that we're doing to try to keep students in the neighborhood schools by ensuring that what's on one side of town or in one zip code is also in this zip code. We added and opened on Monday morning 8 additional pre-K classrooms at Woodson Elementary School. 8 additional classrooms. Last year they had 2. My goal is to expand that across the district. Once again, but I want the same opportunities in a child's neighborhood so parents don't have to worry about putting them on buses, sending them all across town, thinking that it's a better education somewhere else. We want that education to be in their neighborhood schools. We actually already have a waiting list. They set up about 100 students. So I'm trying to find out what we can do for those other 3 and 4-year-olds that were not accepted into the 8 classrooms that we opened. We're also looking for psychiatric specialists to support our principals and teachers to help them with strategies to work with students that are experiencing some mental health challenges. And so that's one of our goals this year. Also, what we used to call vocational education years ago, we now call career and technical education. I want to make sure you know it never left HISD, because people don't hear it because we use fancy words. We still have vocational education. We have cosmetology at Barbara Jordan. We're getting ready to actually open next year at Madison High School. We have it at Sam Houston High School. We have automotive repair. We have construction trades. We have welding, things that people probably don't hear about a lot. We still have them in our school district. And I want to make sure you are aware that students can graduate with a certificate or associate's degree, or they can go on to college if that's their choice. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to serve as your interim superintendent. I want to just give you an affirmation that I'm going to do everything I can to continue to support the rich legacy and tradition here at Yates, but at all of our schools across this entire district. My job is to serve 214,000 students. That's who I serve and that's who I work for. The adults will tell you their needs come second to the children that I've been called to serve and to lead. Thank you so much to the honorees. Congratulations.
I just want to say that Jack Yates did participate and win 4 championships, but they were in the Prairie View UIL before they got into the UIL because they wouldn't allow black teams to play. And so coincidentally, the principal here at Yates went and talked to the president of Prairie View A&M University, which coincidentally